Shakers.
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode of Shakin Up The Game with your hosts, Haley.
And Ari.
Hey, Ari.
Hi. Here we go again.
It's Groundhog's Day.
Talking about these damn Mariners.
I was on the phone with my dad before coming here, and he's like, oh, I'm sure this week's will be pretty upbeat.
Yeah, super thrilling, very optimistic, very positive. Yeah.
All good things to talk about.
All good things to talk about. One thing I do actually want to talk about is I feel like I'm like a Jeopardy connoisseur at this point now.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm so glad. I ran through like 4 episodes.
Oh, we only did 2.
Oh.
Relax.
I was up till midnight. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I know. So weird.
So ESPN came out with, or Jeopardy, I guess I should say, came out with an ESPN version. So it's all sports, and it's hosted by Joe Buck. And we started watching it Monday night, and it's so fun. I literally actually felt like I could play a game of Jeopardy from round 1 all the way to the end.
Triple Jeopardy.
Yeah. The freaking final Jeopardy. I was like, yes. So fun. And
I know you're good at it because I'm pretty good at it too.
Well, I'm honestly like, I'm not quick enough though.
Oh.
So I'm honestly like not good at Jeopardy or like Family Feud, those types of games. I'm just not quick enough. No, okay. I'm like, give me 30 more seconds. I got it. I'll get to it.
I've heard someone say that on like one of the episodes. One of the contestants was like, I'm not quick enough.
Yeah, I'm not. It just doesn't pop in my head quick enough. But I just want to give a shout out because as we have said all off season, how disappointed we are in the lack of love and respect and attention to the Seahawks, specifically Sam Darnold. There was a whole category for Sam Darnold.
Hey Darnold.
And it was great.
Like first episode.
Yeah, and I knew all of them.
Yeah, you're like, And
I looked at my boyfriend and I was like, hey, this is fun. And then by the 4th one, he goes, wait, is the whole category about Sam Darnold? And I go, correct.
I did think, like, was it going to be a different Darnold?
That's what I thought, because it was Hey Darnold, so I thought it was going to be multiple
Sam Darnold.
Like, yeah, no, it was all.
In not spoiling any of it, really, maybe one question, but I want to say the question where the answer was ginger.
Yes, I was so caught off guard.
I think it was meant to be ginger cuz.
Correct.
Because it was, what does Marshawn call?
Yes.
And I was like, he calls him ginger cuz.
Yes.
He does not call him ginger.
No.
Marshawn would never.
I literally was like cleaning up the kitchen during that, and I go, that felt like kind of aggressive.
I almost texted you being like, you're on.
Like the cuz at the end makes it a little more like funny. I was like, oh my God, not a slur.
Right. TV. Even when Joe Buck said it, he was like ginger, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
No, it's ginger cuz.
The hard R.
Not the hard R.
Relax,
that's insane.
Joe Buck.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's really fun to watch. So everybody, it's on Hulu / Disney Plus.
Yeah, I could not find it directly when I went first to Hulu.
Do you have like the combined account?
I don't know, but I found it on Disney Plus.
Okay, yeah, because I think if you have like the combined
the
Hulu,
combo
Disney
pack
Plus, ESPN, then I think you can find it on any three. But we first, I'm just gonna throw my sweet angel boyfriend under the bus. We went to Disney Plus first, and he starts typing Jeopardy, and he's like, it's not there. And so exits to go to Hulu. Oh. And I go, oh, maybe it's JEOP, not JEP, spelling out Jeopardy. And then he was like, oh. So I think you can.
So he's not very good.
Yeah, I think it is on Disney Plus. Yeah, no, he did really well, actually.
When I searched on Disney Plus, I searched ESPN. And then it was like in the ESPN category of Disney Plus. Okay. But I will say, a couple episodes in, aside from Sam Darnold, there is a big dumper question.
Oh yeah, that one too.
And shout out Etsy Witch.
Yeah,
question.
There were a couple like
Mariners. I kind of felt seen
a decent amount of like Seattle questions. Yeah, and I was like, oh. Okay.
No one knew the Etsy Witch. No one knew the Mariners ordered an Etsy Witch.
I don't think I got to that episode yet.
It's deep, I think. Maybe 3.
Sweet, give me the answers.
But I was like, dude, why did I do that same thing I was thinking about? Like, oh, I'll watch it with my dad later and pretend I haven't seen any of them.
I literally was contemplating going on like their Instagram of like their reels and seeing their highlights and being like, okay. And then, like, because obviously
you're like Troy Aikman, Alex Ovechkin.
Like, we have a shared account, so you would see if I, like, watch the episode. So I'm like, shit, like, how do I go about this?
No, you can always say that you fell asleep.
Yeah, but no, because he'll be like, why'd you watch it without me?
Oh, yeah, true.
Like group activity.
See, I could say that to my dad. Be like, it ran through like 3 episodes and I was asleep.
Anyways.
But yeah, crazy that they didn't know about the Etsy witch because obviously the Mariners used some sort of juju to make it that far last year.
Yeah, I also feel like everyone knew that, and then everyone started using the Etsy, which is like for other things and other sports. Like, we started that.
We started it.
Just want that to be known.
Yeah.
Anyways,
with baseball season in full swing, we're all seeing what a great lineup can accomplish. The same goes for your home improvement. When it's time to replace your windows, you want a team you can trust. That's why homeowners choose Renewal by Andersen. Their expert installers, premium composite windows, and industry-leading warranty make the whole process simple from start to finish. Whether you're cheering from the bleachers or hosting friends for game day, make sure your home is ready for every season. Choose renewal.com/thegame today to schedule your free in-home consultation. Renewal by Andersen, it's more than just better windows, it's a better way to replace them.
Amazing. Shout out to Renewal. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Great lineups can accomplish
a
lot of things.
They sure can.
And some other lineups can accomplish.
I think we should just get into it, talk about the Mariners, get it over with.
World Series champions.
And then we'll start talking about the Seahawks.
Oh, okay. You know what, though? We will say, shout out to everyone that has messaged us, thanking us for keeping some sort of positivity in our Mariners discussions.
Yes.
Because I feel like, not to toot our own horns, but we have to because football season is approaching and everyone calls us fat and ugly.
Yeah, correct. So we're milking this baseball season.
So Ari and I are going to just really gas each other up here for the next couple weeks, okay? While we can. But I feel like we do a good job of talking about the reality of the Seattle Mariners that we are experiencing, but also keeping it lighthearted to the point where we're not like
sitting here just bashing the players and the team and the organization and everything. Because I think one thing that we have to know is, well, here's just personally, I hate hypocrites. And one thing I'm not going to do is sit here and talk crap about my team for 30 minutes and then go home and sit there for 2.5 hours and watch my team with full of hope. That just seems wrong to me. Like, I'm still watching every single game. Yes, I still have hope. If we don't live, laugh, love, we're gonna,
Oh my God.
Like, we have to be delusional. We have to find positivity in things, and we have to be realistic about it. Though it's not like we're like, guys,
right? Beautifully said.
There's nothing going on. It's beautiful.
I've never heard it said.
Best baseball ever. No complaints. No issues.
I love losing.
Piss poor fans. Yeah. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not saying to do that. But
you can
staying realistic, but also being respectful of the team also and the players. And
you couldn't have said it better. This is really my second therapy session of the day, so thank you.
Beautiful.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like, we're not naive to the reality of what's going on. We're not okay with mediocrity.
No.
But we also have been fans of this team our whole life. And the same reason why you hate them sometimes is why you love them.
Exactly.
And it's this whole weird, toxic relationship. But I will never give up on the Seattle Mariners. And
we can't now.
You can't now, because when they turn it around at some point in our existence, you all better not be hopping on the train.
Yeah, I saw a comment actually about somebody had said about the Seahawks, and it was like in regards to us being like,
great.
Well, yes, but like the media not giving us attention and
underdogs.
That kind of mentality of just always having that. But that's what makes victory so much sweeter. And I'm like, same with the Mariners, because when that day happens, it will literally, I can't even put into words how insane it will be when that day finally comes. But there's just been so many, I don't know, just close chances and opportunities, it did feel like this was a serious window this year. Season's not over, okay?
Season's not over. And I think you think that way because last year was also so unexpected for the Mariners.
Yeah.
And we actually were the closest, like, had that taste, like, going to an ALDS game.
Yeah.
And, like...
Going to a playoff game in Seattle in October for the Seattle Mariners was... I get goosebumps about it still.
I still look back the other day, just because I was in my feelings about the Mariners on the losing streak. I watched the whole 8th inning of the Game 5 ALDS when Gino hit the grand slam. But, like, the whole half inning of, like, getting the runners on base, you know? And I was just like, I can't believe that whole thing even happened.
No, I know.
I have goosebumps right now thinking about it.
I think I would genuinely have to rewatch
all of them.
Yes, because I swear.
We're so toxic. Let's watch the 15-inning game together.
I'm down.
Because we weren't there. And honestly, we were. I mean, we were there. That's what I mean of, like, the same with the...
What do you mean?
No, we were
Do you remember how much our feet hurt?
Do you know how thirsty I was?
Oh, my God.
We didn't have a beer for a whole game's worth.
We didn't even have water.
But... I'm saying we were there and we were we were at Game 5 as well. So you don't see it from the TV perspective, but trust me, we watched the highlights like 800 times afterwards. But now looking back, I'm like, I could rewatch that.
No, that's what I'm saying. When we were at the actual game, I feel like I like black out, not because I'm drinking, but I'm just so overwhelmed with emotions and like just there's so much to witness while you're at the game and you're just so in it, and then afterwards you're kind of like, what the fuck happened?
No idea.
So like,
and like I can't believe I was at a playoff game. What? Yeah. So I think like that's obviously why people's emotions this year are so heightened.
Yeah.
It's just, and I get it, it's like go from such a high to such a low in all of this, but I'm just going to give us our flowers, and we have done a good job of keeping the comedic relief while staying hopeful, but being realistic about what we're seeing and not being okay with it.
Yeah, and you can pay an extra $10 a month if you want to share group chats.
You want to see us get canceled. I'm just kidding. Never will it see the light of day.
It's just...
I love my Mariners, and I don't care, but...
Yeah, we're just so loyal. It hurts. It's pain.
You know, like those family members you hate, but they're still family?
Yeah, like you can't get rid of them.
Exactly. Okay, let's get into recapping the 50th. I keep doing this because the Seahawks worded the 50th season differently.
Yeah.
And it's throwing me off. Anyways, the
50
Mariners,
seasons.
50 seasons. They didn't do the TH.
Yes.
Really throwing me off. The Mariners 50 seasons recap.
There we go.
I even did that with Logan Gilbert too.
That was the best part about the weekend.
So starting Friday was the game, the unfortunate game. That game was going on about 18, 19 innings of scoreless baseball for the Mariners until Julio hit the home run. Anyways, after the game,
innings. Yeah, since we had scored a run. 19 fucking innings.
Oh, it's something. After the game, Friday was the alumni home run derby.
Correct.
Your favorite part?
Ichiro.
Obviously.
I was literally like in tears watching him smash home runs.
Ichiro.
Oh my God, it was like
Ichiro.
What year is it? I was
Dude, I know. I was like, what is happening?
What the hell is happening? And
the swing was the same.
Yes, it just nothing changed.
I think what's so funny is for some people that was like a miracle to see, which it was for us as well. But what's been so interesting for us this year is being on the field for batting practice.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, Ichiro is down there.
Yeah.
So, and Ichiro's in full uni.
Full uni.
Full uni, babies.
Always.
Pants up, like during practice. So every day when we see him on the field, it's like you're seeing that. But to see him in the box, like swinging, is like...
It was.
You never thought you would see it again.
No, it was so awesome. It was. I wish I could just sit. I wanted to sit there for like hours and hours just watching it.
I know.
I was devastated when he didn't make it to the final round, and I was like, "You guys somehow, I don't know, mess with the rules
I think it should be a 3-tier final.
Yes, because that's why everyone was there. Let's be honest, okay? No disrespect to the other competitors, but Ichiro. was just so amazing.
Stephen Romero won. Looked fire. Looked like you could suit him up. I mean, looked fire for many reasons.
A couple of these guys, I was like, are you guys busy?
No, I actually think, does Stephen Romero play? I think he plays in something.
Well, he should be playing for the Seattle Mariners again.
Like, bro was not skipping a beat.
Yeah, I'm not understanding.
He looked like in shape.
Get out there.
Put a helmet on him.
Yeah.
Like, he's in the lineup tomorrow.
Yes, 10-day contract. Let's just see what happens.
No. Hi, Stephen Romero. Give us a call. We obviously have your number. We'll call you. Biggest takeaway from the night, though. Julio Rodriguez.
DJ Plano.
I
have a couple thoughts on this, obviously.
Get you a man that can do it all.
Correct. Had he not homered in that game, I was just going to be brutally honest. That would have been a real bad look.
Yeah.
If he was seen out here DJing after the game. I mean, obviously, I think to a lot of fans as well, especially MLB outside of Seattle.
It's like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, it just wasn't a good look. I'm just not even going to, I don't know. I'll just be brutally honest about it. Strictly because we have just been playing like absolute crap. And then here we have Julio Rodriguez in the center field DJing at an alumni home run derby game. But as Seattle's fans, it was like, fuck yeah, can we do this every night?
Right. Like, to some people, it did look unserious.
Totally.
And I think that obviously, like, if you would have taken this 50 season celebration and stuck it last season, no one would think what Julio did was unserious, right? The only reason why it's coming across like that is because of how the team is performing right now.
Correct.
Like, the attendance for this weekend was shockingly bad.
It's very, very, very unfortunate because the 50 season celebration obviously is huge, and to have the top 50. I think 46 of the top 50 Mariners were there in attendance. The celebration itself was beautiful. Everything about it was great. Right. But it was very unfortunate that...
Timing.
Yeah, the timing was just...
And obviously with the DJ Plano being after the game, the home run derby being after the game, and then them having another bad game, so it just looked even worse. But, like, let's make a couple things clear here. Julio didn't start DJing on Friday. For those that didn't know, Julio they
can have hobbies.
Yes.
It's okay.
He has been doing DJing as a hobby, like on the road trips, in the hotel room. He's had a DJ TikTok account for a long time now. Yeah. This was just the Mariners being like, oh my God, do you want to like debut? Yeah. So again, for fans being like, oh, we just stuck him out there. I'm like, this is his hobby. Yeah. He does a hobby. Yes. Shocking to people that and you can have a hobby outside of work.
And to be fair, he is not the problem right now.
No. So, we'll make that clear further.
Yeah, now if it was Cal Raleigh out there DJing, I would have a whole lot more things to be saying about this.
Let's cut your hobbies right off.
I am pulling the cords immediately and saying absolutely not.
Facts. And secondly, one, Julio that day before the game also was at a youth baseball camp with 250 kids pitching wiffle balls to kids. Yeah. Then went to the game and then did that.
Obviously, boy is booked and busy.
Busy.
We're doing everything but winning games, guys.
Bro, and he tried. He homered that game. But I think that that's something people don't realize also. Like, yes, Julio likes to DJ. That's his hobby. But there is a level of... I mean, he's giving his time outside of the game to do that because it obviously means a lot to fans. Yeah. He enjoyed it, but it's also, like, more time he's committing. Mm-hmm. And to our point, Ari and I have said this all year, to have a superstar in your city and on your team that is willing to do the things he does for fans, handing out baseball bats during the middle of the game. Yeah. Like, after he's having questionable calls done to him, he is one of the most unique superstars. Yeah. And you'll never make me hate him.
Oh, God, no.
And Julio's not the problem, so let's all relax.
Also, how could you hate the most gorgeous man on the planet?
No, it's insane. If you guys wonder why Ari and I haven't interviewed him yet, it's because we're afraid of what we're going to say.
Yeah, I would pass out. So, anyways, moving on to...
Saturday evening, prior to the game, was the 50th 50 best players.
Top 50
Jesus
Mariners.
Christ. Yes, top 50 Mariners. They were announced. And that was the first time that you found out who was on the list.
Correct. They did not tell anybody who was going to be on the list. I don't even think the broadcasters knew until a couple days before. So,
yeah, I don't think so either. They kept it pretty under wraps. None of the even guys returning knew Lou Piniella was going to be there. They didn't tell any of them.
Yeah.
So that was great to see Lou. My favorite part, obviously, was having A-Rod back in Seattle.
It was really cool to see. I mean, and feel and hear, like, majority of people stood up and cheered.
Yeah.
It was great. There were a couple boos. I let one guy have it.
No.
What? Like, have it as in, like...
No, I know.
Oh.
Like, you don't say. We let someone have it? Wow.
Yeah, I was like, be so fucking for real, my guy.
He does not need to be booed. Alex Rodriguez just happened to be the first player that left for money. Well, that was offered a contract of that magnitude in baseball.
We didn't pay him. It's on us. We should have fucking paid him.
Correct. But
that's, like, that's on the organization. That's on the front office.
Right.
That's not, like, the fans. I mean, yeah, we could be upset about it for a while, but I also feel like nowadays it's a lot more normalized.
That's what I mean. He was accepted. The first one that did it, and he's still hearing the wrath of that decision when players make that decision every single season. Yes. Yeah. Like, that's what I think he just was at an unfortunate time when it happened. And then as Mariners fans, you can personally be upset that we didn't pay him.
Exactly, which I think that's where a lot of it was, where it was like pissed that the Mariners didn't pay him, and then of course he goes to the Yankees.
Right.
Of course the Yankees want to pay him. And I mean, if I'm being completely honest, if I look at Alex Rodriguez, I see Yankees. Like, I see him as a Yankees player, which is unfortunate because he is one of the best Mariners players
ever. And
I think a lot of people probably feel the same as when you see him or think of him, you think of the Yankees, but that's because the Mariners didn't pay him.
It was so good to see him on the field.
Yeah, it was so good.
Cool. And he was, like, a little teary-eyed and emotional, and seeing all the photos he posted with old teammates. Because, like, for him, it was probably finally, like, this huge weight on his shoulders. Like, when the Mariners made it as far as they did last year, to hear him speaking on the Mariners was a big deal. Because he hasn't had to do that. And he had positive things to say. And that's when the first conversation started being like, okay, we should
move on from this.
We should forgive this man.
Yeah.
And you know what? Justice for A-Rod, because J-Lo did him insanely dirty.
Yeah, she's a mess.
Sad to not see Robinson Cano, but thank God he made the list. Thank you, Mariners.
Yeah. I think he's playing in Mexico.
Yeah, currently that night. Yeah. He had an insane home run. And do you ever see the clips from those games?
No.
All I know is it's obviously like a lesser league than, I'm doing air quotes for those not watching on video, like, than the MLB, right? Like, the Mexican League or whatever it is. I don't know the ins and outs, but the stadiums, it looks like the most fun atmosphere.
Yeah, it's probably like their soccer games.
Yeah, and it's like a WBC
Football,
vibe.
My bad.
Like,
fun.
He hit a home run, and he's like dancing with the dugout, and the whole stadium is acting like they just won the World Cup. Like,
oh yeah, he's never playing a lick of MLB ever again.
Like, it's probably so fun.
We're too serious. We're too boring.
Serious. The MLB is so fucking serious and boring.
Oh, that's fun.
So it was really cool to see. But, you know, he's, like, made his money and, like, whatever. But it would have been great to see him in person.
It would have been really cool to see him there.
Highlighting the current Mariners that were named to this 50 best players. We have George Kirby, Brian Wu, Logan Gilbert, Andres Munoz, J.P. Crawford, Julio Rodriguez, and Cal Raleigh. How do you feel about that?
We could do without a few. Respectfully.
Not we could do without a few. No, 100% agree. I don't understand exactly the thinking, right? I have a harder time analyzing this, but, like, someone like my dad's generation is aware deeper, like, more aware of other Mariners that maybe were left off of this list from back in those years.
Yes, agreed.
Than I am, right? But I also just don't understand, like, is it like if the Mariners make it to 60 seasons, are you having the 60 best players and then the guys included with this have to be on that? Do you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. Cole Young.
Right. Or like what I'm saying is like say Cal Raleigh continues on the trajectory that he's going on, right? And he never has a good season again. Not wishing for that, just hypothetical here.
Yeah.
Say then the Mariners get to 60, 70. Is he still considered one of the Mariners' best players
Top
because
50.
he was in the top 50? So now he'll be in the top 70. He'd be in the top 80.
Yeah, it's a good question. I would kind of assume so.
That's how I would assume how they're making the list. But
Yeah.
it is interesting being like, okay, well, his first good season was on the Mariners' 49th year.
Right.
And like...
I would probably, it's a little, like we said, timing-wise, it's a little bitter, but Cal's season last year, as historical it was, I think it would put him up there.
Yeah.
But I will be completely honest, like George Kirby.
No, I'm not understanding that. Even, like...
we've had...
I think Brian Woo's great as well.
Right.
But I think it's too early to say best or... Like, he's been an all-star, which is what they said in his walkout.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the best ever. Is there a Mariners pitcher in the last 50 years that was an all-star that was left off the list?
Probably.
That's the question, right?
At that point, you could put Paul Sewald on there.
Speaking of.
But Edwin Diaz out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I feel like it's a little bit gassing up the current team.
Yes.
Which I don't know how that lands with all fans of all generations and like historically how people would feel about having that many current guys on there so soon.
Yeah.
Whereas, do you wait till 60 seasons, 70 seasons to have the Brian Woos and the George Kirbys?
Yeah. JP, I'm leaving on there. Y'all can argue with the wall. I ain't dealing with that today. I like JP Crawford on there.
He
falls with us for 9 years.
I agree. And I feel like he's in like the Kyle Seager category.
Yes. I was just going to say, he's like a Kyle Seager. He's just steady guy of the rotation.
Yeah.
He's a clubhouse guy. He has been a fan favorite up until this year, I would say.
Yeah. No, I totally
not
agree.
Arguing that one.
Totally agree.
Yeah, there's...
I think Julio will make sense on there. I think it's really just the pitchers for me are interesting already.
Yeah.
And a cow, obviously.
Speaking of, what we have to give a moment for is Hall of Fame Mariners.
Oh, Rick Riz. Yeah.
What a fucking special moment
so cool.
that was. The Mariners honored or had him entered into the Mariners Hall of Fame. And he didn't know that he was being elected to it, which was awesome. And who was giving the speech? Was it Lou? Or was it Dan?
I don't remember. I thought it was John Stan.
Oh, yeah, no, it was him. Yeah, it was neither of them.
I don't remember.
I might have been getting my third beer by now.
Yes.
John Stanton, he didn't, apparently Rick was like, oh, my God, he's going off script. Like, what's happening? And then he whispered over to Dan Wilson, was like, what's going on? Like, he's going off script.
Because they probably had his script. Yeah.
And then that happened, and Rick was obviously delighted. Cute. And how freaking special. So the whole stadium just stood up and clapped, and it was so cool. He's definitely the voice of summer, no doubt. Very sad that this is last year, and we had high expectations, obviously, to perform for him in his last year, which a letdown. But I'm like, so next year we're not even going to have Rick Riz?
No. No, we won't.
What's the point?
What is the whole point?
What is the whole... We don't even know if we'll have baseball. What's the whole point?
That's what he already knows we're not.
That's why I go, you know something we don't know.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to already plan my vacay.
Yeah.
Okay, looking at the Mariners' current standings. They are currently sitting at third in the AL West. We are now 56 and 63, and we are only 4.5 games back.
I like how you said only.
Thank you. It's, remember our thesis statement at the beginning of this.
Already forgot it.
I don't ever get to use thesis or closing sentence
we're
again.
Not in school.
Yeah, I know. Well, and those kids don't even know what a thesis is because they're using ChatGPT.
Losers.
I saw someone be like, how did anyone ever write a paper without ChatGPT? I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie. Every time I ask ChatGPT to like drop me an email, I think, how the hell did I do 4 years in college? Even?
Right? Maybe you ever heard of Spark Notes?
I didn't read a single book ever.
No, but it's so crazy. Yeah, we did do all that.
Yeah, and like legitimately like wrote essays and stuff.
Oh, I think we deserve extra credit.
Or like loan forgiveness.
That is the best take yet. If you didn't use ChatGPT in college, you get loan forgiveness.
Exactly.
That is the whole point. I'm calling the government right now.
Alrighty.
You know what? I'm a little pissed off that I don't care what side you're voting for, but neither side has given me loan forgiveness.
Give them a ring. Give them a ring-a-ding-ding.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Yes. Only 4.5 games back. Okay. It is August 11th when we're recording this. Last regular season game is September 27th. We're going to have to turn on the Jets. Okay.
Yeah. Here's the thing is like the clock is ticking.
Yes.
And we have to win now. Otherwise, it is simply just not going to happen. There is, I mean, here's the thing. August, like we mentioned last week, the August schedule is not very forgiving for the Mariners.
Correct.
We have quite a few difficult teams, especially on the road, which, as we know, we have not played great on the road this year. But then September is a fairly easier schedule. Okay. But that easy schedule is going to mean absolutely nothing if we don't get through September. And
as you saw in September, it's more of our division teams, which is critical.
In August, you mean?
Or you said we played them in September.
Oh, wait. I just flipped to August and September.
Okay, yeah.
I just flipped those 2 months.
August is not forgiving.
Yes, September is.
No, you said that right.
Oh.
But in September, we're playing more of our division, which obviously becomes more critical when you're fighting to gain ground in your division.
Yeah.
Obviously, this homestand really set us back. We were 3-6 in the 9-game homestand. We were outscored 22-44. And
blanked twice.
Yeah, we put up a goose egg twice.
Literally
0.
shut out twice. That is so bad.
Yeah, but it's still possible to do what they have done in the last 3 weeks and be 4.5 games back is the silver lining.
Yeah,
because like we couldn't have done much worse. I mean, much worse would be the Dodgers. Just saying. I'll never let them live that down.
It's kind of crazy, though, I will say, that they did the same thing last year.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it. Because it still didn't end up mattering for them.
Right? Speaking of the Dodgers, Scooball's not doing so hot in his new hometown.
No. And he's already talking about going back to Detroit in the offseason. I don't understand Detroit. Never will. Okay, do you want to highlight the players first or the themes of the troubled season?
I don't know. Maybe the theme.
Okay.
I feel like the players, we know who's doing well and who's not.
Yeah. But you know, some people need to be reminded.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're having a little bit of, like, you have personal feelings towards certain players, and it's not accurate to what the stats are showing. But Ari and I have been posting a lot of Mariners content, obviously. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of people in the comments, a lot of people with their own theories as to what is happening this year. So let's get into a few. One being Dan Wilson. Mm-hmm. Can you attribute the fail of this season to Dan Wilson? Realistically.
I don't know. I think yes and no. I think that you look at, like, when Service was fired, we were 64-64, I believe. Correct.
And we're currently 56-63.
Yes.
Yep.
And at the time, players knew that was going to happen. It was kind of all accepted. And towards the end, Service was kind of hot and, you know, heavy mouth a lot, which I like as a manager in baseball, to be frank. But
shows you have like a pulse.
Yes. But moral of the story is I think the players in the clubhouse, like, it was kind of like in due time, like this was going to happen.
Right.
And so it wasn't I don't know. It kind of gave off the vibe that the players were okay with it. The thing with Dan,
firing.
Yes, of Service. the thing with Dan Wilson is, to me, it seems like the players do like him.
Mm-hmm.
But I view it, and I could be wrong, but I view it as it's almost like, kind of like with Pete Carroll towards the end, like players are comfortable because the manager isn't holding players accountable.
Sure.
And it, like, do these players
like the comfortability
rather than want to be
reprimanded?
Exactly. And held accountable for things. Like, beginning of the season, I'm sorry, but Randy should have been held accountable for wasting challenges in the first inning.
100%.
Or, there's so many things that players have done that, sorry, but you're getting a slap on the wrist. Like,
100%.
You're not doing that.
I 100% agree. And I think that it's often in sports, too, you don't think you would want it the other way.
Right.
Until you get the other way.
Yeah.
And then it works out. And you're like, wait. Like, I remember in college, I had a pancake of a coach for 3 years. Like, so pointless, bro. Like, our conditioning was easy.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it doesn't do anything.
Life was easy, right?
Yeah.
But we also weren't good. Like,
Exactly.
we weren't winning enough games. So he gets fired, obviously.
Right.
My senior year, I have the hardest coach, comes from Oregon State, and little man syndrome, and like
no funny business. Like,
sent a girl to the ER the first day, baby. We didn't even bring our cleats. He said running shoes only. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a long year. Skinniest I've ever been though. Not now, obviously.
Well, what's he doing?
For all you in my comments.
Is he free?
Yeah, hit the track. There was a fucking track around our field, by the way, so you could just say hit the track. Anyways, however. You bring someone in that, and all of us, like, shit our pants, right? We're like, fuck this. This is going to be the worst year of our lives.
Yeah.
Which it was in a lot of those ways, but also we were the best we ever were.
Right.
We became better in every aspect of the game. So it's like you are resistant to change because, yes, like Dan Wilson is comfortable for so many people and so many people in the front office.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean
equate to winnings. And I think that also, like, it doesn't matter who the manager is. It is literally the stars on the field that are not performing as they should be.
Correct.
And that's, I mean, it doesn't matter who's manager or not, etc. It's up to the players to actually do their job. Now, whether there's enough resources for them to get out of funks, or maybe they need to change their stance at bats. Yeah. Maybe they need a new hitting coach. Those things are not on the players. I think that we're so far into the season where there's so many issues that have been blaring red flags where it's like, you can't put it all on Dan Wilson.
No, yeah, exactly.
You can't put it all on the players because, I mean, for one, it wasn't them who constructed the roster. You can put the roster construction on the front office, but then you also you don't know that Rob Refsnyder is going to come out and have his retirement going away party at T-Mobile Park. And like, you don't know that Donovan's going to sit out all season due to an injury. Like, there's so many, whose fault is it that I don't think
takes
that there's
the blame.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and I agree. Like, I think there's the argument for Dan is interesting because obviously he was there last year when they went that far. Yeah. So it's hard for people to justify. And then, yes, to your point, you have, like, I think Cole Young is a great example. Yeah. Where Cole Young's on the team last year, he's on the team this year. The same management, the same coaches, and Cole Young has significantly improved. Had a phenomenal season. Should have been an all-star. Yeah. We'll get into his numbers, but they're insane. Yeah. So how does someone like that grow with the same coaches? Right. In team structure, but some aren't? Proves the question. But I think the topic of the management and the coaches is a big discussion this year because of the Red Sox. The Red Sox started off the year.
Phillies did it too.
Pretty horrible. Yeah. And they fired their manager, Alex Cora, along with 5 other coaches, hitting coaches, you name it, everyone. They basically cleaned house.
They did.
And they've gone on an absolute tear ever since. Yep. So the thought now is in other clubs of, like, if that worked for them, would it work for us type of thing.
Which, I mean, now that the 50 season celebration weekend's over, I mean, shit.
It
entertain me.
Has crossed my mind of them waiting for that. I think, obviously, the team vibe, if you haven't looked at our social media, look at that. You can give your input on whether you think Randy and Cal's handshake snafu in the WBC has been a cause for the aura being off.
Yeah.
We have our thoughts about that.
It really, just doesn't. I mean, though, like, we can sit here and put out all these theories and try to reason with everything, but then you still find yourself sitting here and go, what the fuck happened?
Exactly.
Because you guys seemed like you guys were all best friends having the time of your lives last year.
Right.
And I know, as much as I love Eugenio Suarez, you're telling me that one good vibes guy was the glue that had us all together?
Right. And maybe Polanco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think... I 100% agree. I think the, like, pointing the fingers at specific people, being like, oh, this guy's a locker room nuisance. Mm-hmm. This guy's this, that, and the other thing. Like, the thing about sports is you're always going to have cliques. There's 40 guys on a roster. Right. There's half of them that speak one language and half that speak one, and a lot of them don't speak both. Mm-hmm. So you're naturally going to have cliques. Like, exactly. That's not what they call it, but that's what I call it. That's naturally going to happen. You can't sit here and point the fingers because, to your point, a lot of the guys were on the team last year, and personality clashing wasn't a problem last year.
It was not.
So why is that the reason this year? Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing you can say, the theory that would make the most sense, is losing the way they did last year just breaks you.
Just breaks.
Yeah, it breaks your team emotionally. Yeah. It's hard to come back from. Your, like, Mount Rushmore is so much higher. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the same thing we've said all year of, like, the expectation is just so high. Yeah. That it's hard to, like, know that your goal is so far out there and you have to reach it or no one's going to be happy. Mm-hmm.
And I think, too, like, baseball is such an individual sport and such a mental sport, which we've noted at thousands of times, that when a city like Seattle is so desperate for a World Series and you get as close as you've ever been, coming back with those expectations, I feel like you lose the, like, maybe joy in just playing baseball. Totally. And trying to do everything you possibly can just to frickin' try and get the wheels going. And then it's one of those things where almost, like, the harder you try, it's like...
the worse it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's
100%. Like, that's what the best...
over-adjusting at the plate. Yes. Or swinging for the fences because you want that fucking home run because we need the home runs. And
dude, trying
striking
too
out,
hard.
It's like, yeah. I feel like we've lost the, like, joy of just, like, having fun, playing the game. And I feel like that's also why we got kind of far last year, was because, hello, like, the power of friendship.
Hello. I played my first round of golf this summer the other weekend, and, you know, like, a lot of people golf and they go up to the ball and they take, like, 6 practice swings. Yeah. And they, you know. Yeah. Boy, let me tell you. The best you ever do is you just go up there and you fucking hit the ball.
Are you Adam Sandler in it?
I wasn't running, but I was doing no practice swings. It's because the harder...
the more you think about it,
the more you think about it, the harder you try. I'm going to do these 4 practice swings and then pray I'm going to...
Right.
Like,
that's exactly what happens to me when I'm playing beer pong and I have that last cup left. You just got to go. Don't think about it, okay?
Honestly, dude... this is why I think when Ari went to the driving range for the first time, though, it's the same idea of, like, you just went up there and you were whacking the ball and it's going straight down the middle. Like, if Ari played on the course, it might not be in the air the whole time, but, baby, everyone that golfs knows if you can find your ball and that bitch is on the fairway, you're good.
It might be on the fairway 3 feet ahead of me, but that's not the point.
It's better than the bush. Okay. It's better than the water in the bush. Baby, you know you have to take an extra stroke if you end up in the bush. But you don't know anything about the thing, so you're just like...
I'm not over tweaking. Yes. And I feel like someone like Cal Raleigh, who obviously there's an injury there, you know, and he's tweaking and he's doing things differently. I watched a video the other day about...
the side-by-side?
Yeah, of his swing.
It's barely different.
And it's just, like, so interesting to me how... I mean, like, he, like, drops his, I think... elbow maybe.
Yes, a little bit.
It's like right before he makes contact, and it's just so interesting. It's just like, okay, clearly he's like nursing something, or he was in the beginning of the season, and that's made him
yeah.
make changes. I just feel like everyone is just miscombobulated.
Interesting, though. He was hitting 161 before his IL stint, and he's hitting 161 after.
Yeah. I think it's let's just move on from this season. I just need everyone to relax and get on the field and play ball.
Play ball!
That's it.
161 is really bad.
No, it's horrendous.
No, it's, like, really bad.
There's no other way to put it.
Like, Aria and I talk ball. We're here every week. Honestly, being at the game and looking at the lineup and seeing 161 and really everyone else, like it hits
a fucking semi truck. You're like, oh my God, that's bad.
No, like compared to like 240, yes. Like 80-point difference is wildly horrible.
It's really, really bad. There's no other way to put it. And
his WAR rating, which I think is for us to highlight a few players today, using the WAR rating is important. Because it takes out your feelings about players.
Yeah, it's just
and how many more wins they are bringing to the organization. Right. Cal's is now negative 0.3. It's going down. So essentially, based on what the WAR rating means in baseball, and when you like wave the red flag, and you like baby, the red flag should have been waved.
Yeah.
When you're in the negatives, no, it's. I think he's the only one with that type of WAR rating and that average starting every day in the MLB.
1,000%.
And I think that's just like what we have to realize. Anyways, looking at JP, very interesting. Still on the IL. Don't know when he's expected to come back actually, but the Mariners with JP in the lineup are 44-39. With a 0.540 winning percentage, and without JP in the lineup, they're 12-24, which is a .333 winning percentage.
Okay, so
interesting.
He's our glue guy.
Yeah, and with Cole Emerson still being questionable, you could see JP coming back and him going to shortstop and giving Colt a break.
Yeah.
Colt's now made a few errors in the field too, so it's like. Yeah. Not ideal.
Batting average is not.
I'm trying to bring a vibes guy. Cole Young.
Dude.
Cole Young.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
Yeah. It actually pisses me off he was not an all-star.
Him not being an all-star was a snub then, and then watching his season just get better and better is like, it makes the snub even worse.
Yep.
You know?
Agreed. Oh, yeah, totally.
His WAR rating currently leads the team at 3.9.
Yeah.
That is damn near 4 extra wins that Cole Young is bringing to the team versus another second baseman in New York.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah. I mean, he's been pretty solid all year.
Yeah. Sunday, he went 2 for 4 and was his 25th multi-hit game of the season and his 7th over the last 16 games. 9 such games since the All-Star break, which is tied for 3rd most in the American League.
Fire.
King shit. And really importantly, because as we've said, for our whole lives, the Mariners have a really hard time with runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
But Cole Young is batting .300 with 4 doubles, 1 triple, 5 home runs, 42 RBIs, and a .533 slugging percentage with runners in scoring position.
I feel like he's like the only one that's doing that with runners in scoring position.
I think so too, which is interesting because when you hear stats like that, then that's kind of how you structure a lineup to be. That's where someone like him would fall to like a 4 or 5 slot.
Yeah.
Because the idea would be if he's the one able to score runners on, then he needs to be in the position in the lineup.
Right.
When there's runners on. Home. Yes.
Yeah.
Because we know he's getting on.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. Dom Canzone as well.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
Italiana.
Yeah, he's been a very, I'd call him a lock. It's been cool to see both him and Cole Young's improvement this year. Mm-hmm. And honestly, they have seemed like the most steady guys throughout the whole season. And
2 unpaid?
Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes, I feel like.
It's like, because
look at Randy in a contract year. He's playing the best he's played. Look at Cole Young proving himself after he was called up last year. Look at Dom Canzone, unpaid this year. It's like these guys, they have the grit and like they're proving themselves.
And Cal Raleigh did what he did last year because no one knew who the hell Big Dumper was. And there was no pressure.
There were no ESPN Jeopardy questions about him.
Correct. And he just played ball.
Yeah.
You know, the lights shine bright.
Randy's got a WAR as well.
Oh.
High WAR.
3.4. This is what I mean, baby. We're all facts today. Very factual.
Josh Naylor has increased his WAR. Yeah.
Yes, Josh.
We're positive.
Thank you, Josh. Josh Naylor's WAR rating is now 0.5.
He had a 2 home run game.
Yes, and when we did talk about Josh pretty heavily earlier, when it was him and Cal that we were really looking at, he was in the negative as well. And on Saturday he had a 2 home run game, a double. It was like a 3 base game. I forget the record for that, but
I mean, over the last 17 games, he's been hitting 323.
Yep, with 7 runs, 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs while reaching base at a 391 clip and slugging .500, which is a miraculous comeback. That came after he had 1 to 2 days off. It was one of those. We were like, oh, okay, after an off day.
Yeah, because apparently they thought that he was going to fight everyone on the Detroit Tigers team, which I would have loved for him to do so.
Yeah, because first when Gabe Spire got suspended, Josh was also in the ump's face, but then when the Julio thing happened, he was like pulling Julio back, so they were just afraid of his. Speaking of Julio, 2.8 WAR rating.
See, these are the guys that it's not.
Yes.
I mean, we're starting to see more from Josh Naylor.
Yes.
Beginning of the season, absolutely. But like, these are the guys that we're not pointing our fingers at. And if you are pointing your fingers at these players, it's because everybody else is shitting the bed, and there's so many other issues that any mistake by any of these players or any off day or any 0-3 randomly from these players that every superstar player has, it's more glaring in everyone's faces and they want to point the fingers. So, like, no, we're not blaming Julio. We're not blaming Randy. We're not blaming Cole Young. We're not blaming Dom Canzone. We're not blaming Josh Naylor anymore.
Yeah, he's like he's in the gray.
Yeah, he's getting out of
he's climbing out of the hole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to silence all of that crap because I'm sick of, like, the pointing fingers at the certain players, like, the only players that are... Could they be doing better? Sure. But, 100%. Like, compared to the rest of the roster, I'm sorry, but that's not the fucking issue here.
And rest of the roster is a key statement. I think where people are getting hung up, they're like, oh, Randy, I've heard Randy's the most overrated player in the MLB. What we're talking about is the collective group in a Mariners jersey.
Correct.
Worrying about players that are leading the team in stats right now for the Mariners is pointless.
Yes.
Like, okay, great. He's not great compared to another team, but we're working with what we got. And blaming Randy, Julio at this point, Cal, everyone you said does nothing for you, and it's not accurate.
Yeah. One little last note, the Diamondbacks just DFA'd Paul Sewald.
Yeah, ex-Mariners bullpen pitcher.
Would love to have his vibes back, but his ERA is like a 6 this year.
Yeah, horrible.
So I don't know if it does any good, but I do miss and love Paul Sewald.
And then you made the joke earlier, but as we talked about last week, we got rid of Mitch Garver and Rob Refsnyder, who mashes lefties.
Oh, yeah.
And... Apparently, the Houston Astros were getting close to a deal with Rob. So weird to call him Rob.
That's his name, baby.
I know. I've never really...
Rob?
Why have I never called him Rob all year, I feel like?
Because we call him Rob Ref.
Rob Ref. Masher of lefties. Anyways, they were getting close to a deal, and I don't know what kind of deal that would be.
I don't know what kind of deal
but that was where I'm also at. And apparently, he is not signing the deal, and he is going to retire from baseball.
amazing.
The only thing that this just makes me even more irked for the Mariners is we essentially just wasted $7 million on a guy who retired from baseball before the season even ended.
Yeah.
So when we picked up, the Red Sox really gaslit the hell out of us.
No, because we literally just gave him a pre-retirement lump sum.
Check.
Yeah, before he's
We gave him vacation bonus.
Yeah.
That's what irks me more. He just took $7 million and was like, yeah, I'm not even trying to be embarrassed on the Houston Astros.
I'm good.
I got embarrassed enough in Seattle.
Yeah.
And bless you, great guy. Not a great season, but apparently he was mentally close to being done. Which is
Do you want to hear a funny little stat?
Yeah. Always.
MLB plate appearances after they were DFA'd by the Mariners.
Oh, okay.
Ralph Sander, 0, obviously, because now apparently he's retired. Donovan Solano, 3. Colton Wong, 34. AJ Pollock, 6. And Tommy La Stella, 0. So what's up with us getting these washed-up players? Sorry for the disrespect. But washed-up players, paying them a shit ton of money, and then them just being like, you know what? Baseball ain't for me no more. I'm done.
Right. It's more of the scouting.
Yeah.
And these conversations, it's going to be a big conversation with whatever happens with Brendan Donovan as well.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of question marks of whether he even wants to be here or not. Based on this, I'm hurt, I'm not hurt, the office knows he's hurt, they don't know he's hurt, whole thing this year, I would be interested if he ends up on that list.
Yeah, honestly. And as a fan of any other team, you're watching that and you're being like, no. I don't want that.
No, I'm good.
Like, best ability is availability. So
Bar. What the
bar?
Did you just come up with that?
No.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Really?
No.
Oh, I should have lied and said yeah.
Seriously. And I schedule for my job, so like availability is big for me.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm literally writing on my emails.
Okay.
I'm putting on my signature in italicized Ari Settles.
I was going to say, I'll take a little cut of this week's check.
The Mariners are on a 3-city road trip in New York, facing the Yankees, then move to Houston for the Astros and Milwaukee to face the Brewers. And then they return home for the Cubs. So it should be easy. Whoopsies. Okay, moving on to a winning franchise. You know, also the irony is there's so much irony in this city of Seattle. And we've said it once and we'll say it like 800 times. We've said it 10 times already, but it's so interesting to have like one of the best ran NFL franchises in your city.
Yeah.
And then have the Seattle Mariners.
Right next door.
Right next door. What do the Seahawks think about the Mariners? I need to know.
I don't know. But okay, we're going to get a little into some Hard Knocks because that's the best show on TV right now. Yeah, so must-see TV.
Are you going to say what I...
for you.
Yeah.
Must-see TV.
I think it's
Charles Barkley.
TV. Okay. 4.
Yeah, that's Charles Barkley reference.
Okay. Ari Settles.
Like,
if
how
you're
they
going where I'm going with this, I'm going to be mind blown.
Spurs coach?
No. Okay, keep going.
I think it's in tonight's episode, dropping Tuesday. But of course, the internet is just nosy and annoying and has to let out half the episode beforehand. I've already seen every clip.
Yeah, I know.
But
that's what happened to me last week.
The Spurs head coach was at training camp and had like a little sit down with Mike McDonald. Obviously, the Spurs head coach is from Seattle, but he got the team, what was it, the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah.
Yeah. They lost. And it was definitely like, it seemed to me as like he's getting some advice. Like, how is Mike running this team?
He's taking notes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Because kind of similar boat of like younger guy, new to the team.
He lost that season. Mike McDonald lost the first season.
And was just kind of asking him like, what do you call these? Like culture days? And Mike McDonald was like, no, well, he didn't necessarily know, but he said installment days. It's installing our systems into these guys.
Yep. And then installing the culture.
And I was like, interesting. So we can get this head coach to sit in, anyone in the Mariners want to go and sit in? The VMAC, it's right down the road.
See, my thing.
Bring a little pen and paper. Take a couple notes.
Where I thought you were going with this is where I was going to be like, no fucking way, because we genuinely haven't talked about this. But I would die for a Mariners Hard Knocks.
It's Hard Knocks every summer.
I know, but well, you know what? Now they're doing Hard Knocks for winners.
The Hard Knocks life.
The Hard Knocks isn't just for losers now; it's for winners.
True.
Very interesting, because I think in general Hard Knocks would be so interesting in baseball and follow them throughout spring training. Because some people have never gone to spring training; they don't know what those what their life looks like in those. Like it is interesting. They go live in a different state in the city for
a whole month
and like practice, but then it's like games, but they're practicing before games. Interesting. I think it would be really cool.
Something that you and I have learned as we go down for batting practices before the games, we've noticed that a lot of the team, like the way that teams operate are all very, very different.
Yes.
The amount of personnel they bring on road trips, the amount of coaches or people they have in the field, or just even just how they operate down there.
The time they take, the drills they do. Everyone's a bit different.
It's all different. Yeah. So that would be really fascinating.
I think Hard Knocks would be cool. Because I think genuinely Hard Knocks, like we're obsessed with Hard Knocks this year because it's the Seattle Seahawks. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we've watched Hard Knocks when it's other teams. I think that more people are watching Hard Knocks when it's their own team.
Totally.
Which is, I mean, essentially what I'm saying is you could do a Hard Knocks every year for every team, and that city would eat it up.
Yeah.
Whether that's just produced from inside the building and not by HBO. You know what I mean? The teams did their own version of a Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Because every city, like Seattle is obviously more tuned in than I'm sure if you looked at the number of Seattle people that watched last year.
Yeah, no, totally. Speaking of director, the director of the Hard Knocks had said that basically like the reason why Seattle was interesting, or what he was kind of planning on going into the season, was that there was a lot of superpower that was not being recognized, and there's a lot of basically superpowers here that just aren't getting the credit. Even mentioned Ernest Jones. He said, after that Super Bowl and everything, he was like, Ernest Jones should be one of the best linebackers. And we wanted to come in here and showcase these superpowers here, superstars that are just not being mentioned. And I literally was like, do you listen to Shakin' Up The Game? And then
there's no other answer.
And then the other thing was, he was like, I wanted to focus on the detail, because it's such a detail-oriented
organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so fascinating.
Totally. I mean, the organization has to be like that if you are going to completely rebuild and still be successful.
Yeah.
With the same GM, with the same owner. At that time, we won 2 Super Bowls with the same owner. But yeah, super fascinating. Thank you for the recognition.
I know.
Because, I had this thought also, because we're not really deep. People think because we post Rage Bait about rankings that we actually really give a fuck about rankings.
No.
We post it for...
We need engagement, okay, guys?
Yes,
for
okay,
engagement farming.
You caught
okay,
me.
shit, sorry.
And
trying to get to 10K followers.
Dude, so damn close. Come on. No, but we post it also because that's what the media puts out.
Yeah.
We know we don't genuinely care what the hell we get ranked, but that is what the media is ranking before season. So, yes I'm going to talk about it because that's what they're talking about.
Yes.
But there's so many contradicting rankings. Like I just saw, to your point, because the Ernest Jones thing made me think of it, the top 10 cornerbacks came out. Witherspoon's number 1.
Mm-hmm. But then on another list, he's not one. Way far.
Devin Witherspoon didn't make the top 100 players.
Correct.
However, Cooper DeJean did.
Yeah.
But Cooper DeJean is ranked the 6th best cornerback, while Devin Witherspoon is number 1. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't make the top 100, but the 6th best guy makes the top 100.
Yeah, no, boy math. We know it's boys making these lists, and it's boy math.
And we couldn't guess. We couldn't double check our work.
No.
We couldn't call the other person to say, hey, what I'm doing don't make sense with what you're doing. Mm-hmm. We need a cross-reference.
Let's do some teamwork.
Yeah, it's just like, and then this is the same men that are like, girls don't know ball.
I'm like, you don't know math, you don't know ball, you don't know reasoning, you don't know anything.
You don't know anatomy? You don't know rights?
You don't know shit. I'm sick and tired of it.
It's genuinely one of these things where it's like, what do you want us to understand? Because what you're putting out doesn't make sense.
Correct. That's why they don't want women talking about sports, because we come in and we go, incorrect.
Because we're going.
Who dumbass made this list? What dumbass put all this shit together that doesn't make sense? 1 + 1 does not equal 3, you idiot. Like,
we're exposing you.
We're exposing all of the fraudulent activity that is going along in the sports media world, and so on and so forth. And we ain't stopping now.
No, it genuinely, it's just what you put in front of me.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys all gave me lists and they actually, like, worked together, like, if the top 100 included Devin Witherspoon and then he's number 1 on the cornerback list, cool, that makes sense.
Then we wouldn't have we'd have to talk about the Cowboys today in the podcast. But that's not the case.
Like, even if I didn't agree with the list, at least the list makes sense together. The shit that you put out just doesn't add up.
No, nothing adds up. Nothing makes sense. And that's why it's, like, comical when we see these ratings, because we're like,
right.
Okay, you've got to be kidding me.
We're not shocked. People in our comments are like, you're shocked by this? And we're like, well, no, not genuinely. But I'm like, yes, when you have somebody that is 0-3 in the playoffs and they're ranked 7 spots ahead of a quarterback that just won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And then you are mad at women that don't understand your logic.
Yes. It's just like, no, you're just pissed because we're calling y'all out.
What was your favorite part from the first episode of Hard Knocks? Sorry, we
What the fuck?
You know what? And I say fuck a lot. I say fuck. I say fucking. It was a bit much.
Okay, so I rewatched it with my boyfriend because he was like, "Oh, you watched it without me?" And I go, "Oh, baby, I will gladly watch." I was like, "I'm gonna watch every episode probably 4 times."
Yeah, because I look for clues.
Yes.
For my own team.
And I go, well, like boots on the ground journalism. It's like for work. I do it for the podcast.
Dude, how many times do you think Sean McVay watched? And had sweats.
I said the same thing.
And he's like, but Aaron Donald's coming back.
I said the same thing. I was like, wait, how do you think the NFC West right now is sitting here like, all right, what's this guy talking about? All right, write that down.
Culture installments.
I told him before that part of the running back coach saying, fuck that shit. But like, I was like, this part's gold. And I go, also, you think I say the F word a lot? Now this is my guy.
No, I mean,
it was just flying.
I need my family to watch that to give me some grace, because he said fucking and fucking and fucking and fucking
over and over, and I was like, damn. Okay.
I said, whoa.
Is that me? That was definitely a favorite part.
I was like, oh, so this is what they mean when I swear too much.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Because sometimes what you're trying to say don't hit with that many fuckings.
Correct.
The best way to utilize a fuck or a fucking is just to throw it in there randomly.
You're so fucking correct.
You know what I mean? Yes. You fucking idiots.
No, we have mastered the F word at this
point. We have lost everyone that hates swearing. But we're commenting on a TV episode, and they aired it. Shout out to HBO Max.
Dude, the production as a whole, like when the episode starts and it shows like the bald eagle and like the boat just gliding on the water. So everything, I was like, just drool, like foaming at the mouth, like, no way.
Oh my God, the Blue Angels give me a lady boner every year.
It's crazy.
No, I'm obsessed. Subtle, can I say one of my subtle favorites?
Yeah.
I couldn't decide if I was
going to monster truck.
I was just gonna say that, but I follow him on Instagram, so I've seen that before.
You got the BTS?
Yeah, I got the BTS.
That thing's really small,
super small. But when I saw him at Ross, that it wasn't that car.
Yeah, I would assume not.
So I don't think that's just like riding out in the parking lots. But I know this is gonna be on your top situations. Also, was Cooper Kupp's subtle jab.
Oh, yes.
Being invited to the Travis Kelce Taylor's.
And Sam Darnold goes, well, there was like 1,000 people invited.
Because Cooper Kupp said, like, they just were talking about who he saw. I think he saw Tony Romo or whatever. And then Sam Darnold was like, you were invited? And like Cooper Kupp's like, yeah, man, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, and then he was like, well, there was like 1,000 people invited. And then they also were looking around on the camera. Like Sam was like, hey, there's cameras in here, buddy. Like,
No, that was
Whatever
not
you're gonna
supposed to
say
be
about
aired.
Tony Romo, zip it right now.
Yeah, and it wasn't supposed to be even
Yeah,
that.
no.
Like, I don't think Cooper Kupp even would have wanted the comment he made about Travis, because then he was like, "Yeah, like I thought like he would have other people that he was closer with to invite."
Yeah.
AKA, why the fuck did I get invited?
Yeah.
You not a part of tight end, you.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I'm not entirely sure the connection there.
clout
One
is what that
one thing
is.
we have to notice is that note that Terry and Arnold has been visiting the VMAC.
Oh, this is the biggest story with the Seahawks right now.
Cornerback, he was released from the Lions.
Drafted by the Lions in 2024.
Has some off-field issues, one would say.
Oh, that's nicely put.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is all like. Hasn't been.
It's
evolved
hearsay,
yet, right?
Yeah, I read deeper into it, but essentially, he is facing. What's he facing? He was arrested in Tampa, Florida on felony charges in connection with a robbery and kidnapping in early February. I believe what I read was he suspected a couple people of robbing him.
Yeah, he robbed the wrong guy, right?
No, I think he thought some guys robbed him, so he assaulted them.
Okay.
But I also know there's
cross-examination.
Yes.
Let's do a little more speaking with others. Let's get to the bottom of things.
But I think there's like domestic violence or women are involved in that, so which makes the situation heightened. There was a lot of, from the brief I read about it, he turned himself in. He was released on bail because it's a lot of he said, she said across the whole.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah, the whole report, like from who's accusing him, from what he's saying. And yeah.
Typically, the Seahawks don't really go for that
No.
type of business. However, I will say Mike McDonald would be a coach. I think that could turn something like that around.
And he's young.
And he's young. A lot. Very talented.
Sad to see young kids go that route anyways.
Totally. And John Schneider is well known for giving guys second chances as well. So typically I think we would like stray away from all that messiness going off field things, but it would be kind of fire to have him. And I think.
So he's a cornerback.
Correct.
Which by the Seahawks even hosting him shows that we are concerned about our quarterback depth.
Or it gives a kick in the ass to our current cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And important to note also, the Seahawks were looking to draft Arnold when the Lions took him that year. So like he's been on their radar. Obviously, this puts a wrench in things of like dealing with this, because I think on his bail he's only allowed to play.
Does he practice with an ankle monitor?
No, I don't know that, but I think he was, at that time, because when he went on bail, he was still signed with the Lions.
Right.
So he was allowed to practice where they do or whatever. But since then, he's been released. So I think him even visiting places is all under court order, which is just insane. But
yeah. So that's
we'll
kind of like the big story coming out of the VMAC outside of obviously Hard Knocks going on. So,
dude, it's so funny because also I know you watched this, but if you guys haven't watched Adam Ray comedy show on Netflix, there's 2 different episodes. He does like different impersonations, but the first one that made me think of this was he had Marshawn on, which was filmed in Seattle, and like Sam Darnold came out. It was a cool thing, but Sam Darnold and John Schneider was in the crowd also, and Marshawn Lynch was talking about Legion of Boom, just like really being like some dogs, like y'all don't really know.
Yeah.
And he said that year, like when they were all drafted and like got to the team, there was at least 5 guys that had parole officers while playing for the Seahawks, and they would literally get calls on the field and then hear the noise and have to run back to the locker room and check in with their parole officer and come back out.
I don't know if it's wrong to be laughing at this, but it's just, did you see the video of Marshawn at Lumen Field this past weekend? And some are saying it was an ankle monitor in his song.
That's why he's stuck in Seattle. But then he's at Fremont Fridays. So it's got wide range.
And I'm sorry, but I would literally die for Marshawn Lynch. So I think the whole city of Seattle would. So
no,
it's like,
it don't matter.
The dude's comical. Also, note on the Adam Ray, go to the other episode, and it's him interviewing John Schneider. and Mike McDonald, and what an interesting duo those guys are.
Dude, I love them. When you see them together, you totally get it. Like, they talk about the first time they met. Yeah. And it's just like, but the way they giggle and stuff, like, I'm obsessed with them. I just wish that I was obsessed with all Seattle sports teams situation like I am with the Seahawks.
Totally.
Like,
well, they also bring us a Super Bowl, so.
Yeah, but just like watching John and Mike, I would literally like die for them.
No, and it's crazy that Mike's only been here for 2 years.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed with him.
I cannot believe that Baltimore let him go.
No, the dumbest thing.
Like, I love him. And
you kept Harbaugh too long and you let Mike McDonald walk out of your building.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah. So another episode of Hard Knocks this week.
Comes out today. Every day recording Tuesday. Also, to finish off, we're going to be at Seahawks practice this Friday. Something special going on. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, not really sure either.
But we'll for sure give you content for this one. Sorry, we unexpectedly weren't able to go to the last one. You know, because, you know, when it rains, it pours.
Sure does.
It doesn't dump, you know, contrary to New Balance belief.
Baseball for the Girls event, September 5th, Saturday, Labor Day weekend at Gantry with our bestie, your bestie, everybody's stadium bestie.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that's all. Oh, and shirts are now going into production.
Yes, thank you
everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
We are blown away, like over 100 more than we even like anticipated. So that's awesome. And we'll start getting those shipped the following week. Yes. So the goal is for everyone to have those by
the event date,
the Baseball for the Girls event, which is September 5th.
And just like with that turnout, like what we're going to do for football season.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's just so good because football is for the girls.
Football is fucking back also.
Yeah, so back. Thank God. I need a distraction. Well, actually, like I don't.
No, I do.
No, like I'm so excited for football, but my hate comments are just like through the roof.
Oh yeah, and if you guys are bored and want to like back us up in the comments, you guys can.
No, please. We can only fight people like 3 times, and then like it's too much.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk football, but guess what? We
49ers fans, I think, have push notifications when any Seahawks team posts something about their own team. You would think that when we post stuff that gets their attention where they're coming at hate comments, it would be about the 49ers.
No, it has nothing to do with them.
It's literally about us, and somehow they're like...
Yeah, they swarm. And
they come in like a substation.
Come out of the woodwork. Yeah, they need to figure that out instead and leave us alone.
All right, love you
That's
guys.
it.
Yeah.
Go Mariners.
Go Mariners, always.
Go
World Series champs.
Go Storm. Go Rain. Go Sounders.
Go Sonics.
Go Sonics.
Go Haley.
Go Ari.
Yeah. Love you guys. XOXO.
Shakers.